didn't have a whole lot of money, but you promised, honey, that little dog cat coin was gonna blast. And everybody's holding my coins down heavy, and the Twitter X gang is loony. I lost all the little dough I had. Stop putting my bags, stop putting my bags. I used to have a little bit of money, but now I'm down real bad and I'm feeling sad. Oh, I'm feeling sad. So please won't you stop putting my bags. They said to hold tight when the price went baloney. Diamond hand that bunny, cute, furry, funny little meme coins, what they said. But I'm the fool, still back holding. It don't feel so golden, 'cause deep inside I hope my bags come back. Stop putting my bags, stop putting my bags. I used to have a little bit of money, but now I'm down real bad and I'm feeling sad. Oh, I'm feeling sad. So please won't you stop putting my bags. So please won't you stop putting my bags. I'm tired of winning. Stop putting my bags. Please stop flooding my bags, Pulsechain.
What the hex is you guys talking about?
Hello, everyone.
What the hex is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
ProveX, the seal of cryptographic truth. Because Richard Hart has just dropped this tonight, we are standing in a moment that feels almost electric. Nothing like this has appeared in years. And anyone who understands what decentralization really means can feel the ground move a little beneath their feet. ProveX isn't a routine product release. It is a new architecture of trust, a quiet technological revolution that might mark the moment blockchain steps fully into the world it promised to change. Imagine two strangers trading gold for a key. In the old world, they needed a guard, a judge, a banker. Now imagine the trade proves itself. The key unlocks the instant the gold changes hands. No guard, no banker, no trust required. That's ProveX. It replaces trust with proof. And every proof burns a tiny piece of its own supply, leaving a permanent record that honesty took place. Blockchains were blind to the real world. ProveX opens the door. One proves payment, the other proves delivery, and the system confirms the event. The exchange disappears. The trust gap evaporates. This is the layer that was missing. Blockchain solved double spend. ProveX solves double trust. Every proof consumes supply. Truth leaves a trail of ash. The more the world uses it, the rarer it becomes. An economy of deflation. Look beyond finance, identity, escrow, insurance, licensing. Every trust us becomes prove it. Richard Hart has been building to this. HEX removed the bank from yield. Pulsechain removed gatekeepers from access. ProveX removes the middleman from verification. If it succeeds, tonight may be remembered as the moment humanity stopped asking permission to prove the truth. Varitya Thalassa, signing off on a new era of proof.
What the heck?
What the
What the sacrifice?
Now I know this man with the hat.
Stop fighting my bags.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't fit over my headphones.
DJ, what was that bullshit just right before the intro?
Shut up.
I like the song, but the robot
no.
voice.
That was this article by Vericia Talassa, who's part of the community, and she wrote that article today and issued it. And I spent all afternoon trying to edit an AI video of some chick reading that article.
Time well spent.
And I think
white
it's
on white
summer,
text.
Where is your
Yeah, that was easy.
$15,000, DJ? Huh?
and with a lot of vocal fry in there too. And
Oh, he was extra vocal fry.
But I think it gives a good
Friday.
rundown of what the intention is with that new protocol that we're all going to sacrifice.
Yeah, that maybe an idea somewhere exists of something that it would be nice if things were different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's ready
sure.
right now, Peter. It's already
Is
out.
it?
On-
Is it? Is there
There's
an AA? Is it?
There's a scam token on pump tires that I followed, and Das Bomb
I believe there
diligently called out,
are many.
and we should all not follow it. So check your X. Maybe you followed ProveX,
I won't call my
underscore.
ex. Okay.
huh?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Haikew, welcome to the show.
Well,
Hey.
yeah, and hello, our guest. Welcome.
Man, you picked quite the episode to make an appearance when all of
boy.
this craziness is happening.
Perfect timing.
How are you feeling
much
this week with everything going on?
Oh man. First of all, I'm like I said, I'm glad to be here, honored to be here. Just to talk to all the Hexkins, Pulskins out there, and give you guys some support. But how I'm feeling this week,
Yeah.
when he first did the sack, I was like, what? But I'm better. I'm better now. I got post-traumatic stress. I don't know if I would have sacked now. I just remember Pulsechain, and I'm like,
Just wait for the price to drop.
man. No,
That
I'm
easy.
feeling great. I'm feeling great, and I'm just glad to be here. But there's I don't know, maybe I'm a diehard. Maybe I'm the guy. I just feel there's so much to be bullish about with Pulsechain and where we're going, man. So, you
Well, I
can't stop-
staked 555, so I'm retarded too.
No.
Well, you're the king of the retards, Peter.
Yes, I am.
You can earn a lot of hedron while you wait, Peter, for your steak to finish. Let me say hi to the chat real quick before we go into everything. We got DJ and Doggy as a first today. Shout out when Bobs. Yeah,
When
Bobs were
Bob.
in the intro. We got a
well-
Wookiee on the chain number 2.
Bobs will appear after 100x.
That was AI Bobs. Money took Shish number 3. Tam Tam is in the building. When is Tam Tam coming on the stream? That's what I
When
wanna know.
indeed, Tam Tam on
Yeah.
the stream, please
we need
make
to
it
talk.
happen, Tam Tam.
Was there a space this Tuesday? I sadly missed it. Papa B, have you been?
I listened to all the glory, and let me give you the TLDR.
Please.
Okay, 5 minutes of real interesting information, and then Kareem the
Kareem
Dream gets the
2-hour solo.
microphone. Yes, I wanted to bust in like so many times and say, "Take a breath." Put a period on that freaking paragraph.
So it was like a week ago then.
And it was you know what I really wanted to do is here's I'm sorry to derail, but you asked for it.
I did.
So Kim Tran asks, oh no. So this is really interesting. Okay, so Kareem's yapping. Kim Tran says he like asks Kim Tran's like, well, before I go into the T-shares, and I'm like, oh fuck. And then I'd like to know how much Kim Tran knows already. I'd like to ask her so that I don't over explain. And what do you know about the T-shares, Kim? She's like, a little bit of word salad, like, well, it's the thing with the stuff, and I'd just like to know how it is more cryptologically speaking. And then Kareem of course, he's a poor listener, glazes just starts from the very beginning.
All right.
Like boom. And I after the first hour, I knew that Kim was like out of the room making a sandwich or whatever. And I wanted to say, hey, look, when you tell me, I forget. When you explain to me, I listen. But when you involve me, I learn. Right? That's a
Yeah.
key lesson for all people that explain and teach.
Right.
And it was just clear that Kareem's like, I picture him like in a mirror, like in like a a real tight t-shirt, like flexing and kissing his reflection. Who the fuck is he talking to? Right? Who's he talking? I
Kareem
always
is
thought
the
that.
man, though.
He's the man, but
he is the man.
he
Like,
took
because of
wait,
Kareem, I
wait.
understood how T-shares work. I listened for a year to Richard Hart and Crypto Coffee.
No.
Couldn't get it.
No,
Listen to
I'm
Kareem,
glad for you.
and it made click.
I'm
So,
glad for you, but you know the
for the
greatest
record.
First, you have to have a
greatest
dream.
2.5 years of my life was when he took the bear market off.
Yeah. Okay.
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 He's back.
Okay. Yeah,
Hey,
he's back.
hey,
Yeah.
it's me, your Kareem the Dream with the Dream
Kareem
Wallet.
the Dream- with the
Fuck
Dream
this
Wallet.
shit. Yeah. Oh, and he talked about the Dream Wallet. Here's what I
Today.
Dream
Yeah,
Wallet and T-share preservation. It's what I call. It's a phrase that I coined. I'm sorry, Tam Tam. I gotta speak my mind about this. If you want to know a succinct answer, and if you see any Hexagon, myself included, getting on your stream, taking that mic, and talking for the sake of talking and not teaching, take it away from them and say thank you very much. Someone started putting like the cricket sound on him and saying,
Yeah, otherwise he
Kareem,
just
Kareem.
goes. He just
Yeah, but-
goes. Yeah.
But some guy busted in. He's like, oh, Kareem, I did a 5-5-5-5 stake and it's already mature at the length of what you're saying.
Damn.
All right, enough about that shit.
Enough. More about Haikew.
Oh man.
Again, thank you for joining us today. Can you just introduce yourself to the community who may or may not be familiar? Can you give us a little rundown of like how long you are in crypto? That's always interesting, and how you found the Richard Hart ecosystem, and what made you write this song that we again had in this brilliant song that we love so much that we had in the intro again today.
Crypto, like my start in crypto.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about Hex. It was I was just on Coinbase one day and I got a couple $100 of, you guys know SHIB, right?
Yes.
It was the first time I saw $600 go to $6,000, and that was like, what the heck? What the heck is going on
What
here?
the heck?
Yes.
And so I was really just trying to figure things out. And I found a couple of altcoins, and we all know how most meme coins go up and they die.
Yes.
So I kind of lived that experience.
Yes.
But then I started noticing people. Case in point, Kareem was one of those people. Who else was Johnny Chaos, RG3, like all these guys were like posting, and then Maddie at the time had some kind of like wealth thing going on, like sudden wealth syndrome, which is
yeah.
So I'm like, what are they? I'm like, what the heck are they talking about? So I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. So my first start really with crypto was kind of like that flash at 21 and the crash, and then buying Hex at 21 cents. But I've been here ever since.
Right. Okay. Awesome. But that's a long time though, Julian, since 21. And you found these people you spoke about on the Twitter or on YouTube just
Twitter.
Okay, so YouTube, and then you went down the rabbit hole.
I went down the rabbit hole and got hooked on Hex, and then of course the sacrifice was going at that time too.
Yeah.
So I was able to participate in that. And yeah, Hex and Pulsechain have been crypto for me for the past few years, and will personally continue to be that.
Yes.
Just because what I like, what it represents. So,
but what is that? What do you find? Yeah, there's the community. That's one aspect that is what keeps me here and hooked, and then there's also Richard Hart. Did you know much about Richard Hart before you decided to enter the sacrifice?
I got Richard Hart's outrage marketing and twerking on stage. And then,
that was your first experience.
The Prada boots.
And then
Prada,
you watch
and you
his
liked
live
it?
streams, So like I was like all like Google, like but like I guess the IQ test is right. Here's this guy. He's like, look at this, and I got these, and you're like, and I'm like, But then I see his live streams and he talks about crypto, and I'm like, this dude is smart. Like,
Yes.
I know what he's showing, but I also know what he's saying is like
Yeah.
smart. So, and then I understood that I could fight through that and like. Now trying to tell my friends and family, it's like I might not want to tell them about this guy just yet because they're gonna be like, really, Carl, really, man. Um. So, yeah,
But that's amazing to hear though, because I think that was his actual strategy to,
yeah,
spark interest with the bling, so to speak, but then get people to hopefully listen to his teachings about crypto and life and sci-fi and everything. And
like who's this dude with all these watches?
which has worked for you, but maybe not for others. So it's but that is very good. Okay.
Yeah, man. And
Wait. Side question. Your name is Haikew, right?
yes.
All right. Got a question. Don't tell me that you're 5'7.5".
Oh Lord, no. I'm 6'1".
All right. No 5'7.5", right? Okay.
No, I'm a tall guy. I'm a big guy.
Haikew, right? Now,
Haikew.
there was also a little board game called Haikew back in the day. Where do you derive your name from? Because I'm scratching my head. Is it the Japanese sonnet, like the 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables?
The Japanese sonnet.
It was.
Sonnet. So I do music a lot on the side, this is weird for me because that song and inspiration. I'm a producer, singer, songwriter, and when I put that song out, I didn't expect it to blow up like it did. It scared me. I was like, wait a minute, like I'm a house dude. What the heck's going on here? So, haiku, really, a lot of my dance music that I started creating, I don't really do like verse, chorus. I'll maybe do like a short chorus, and haikus are basically Japanese poetry. It's a short one line or a couple of lines, and that's why I chose that name. But I changed, of course, the spelling, so that's why I go
right on. I like it. I think it's really
haiku.
cool.
Yeah.
I thought it came from high IQ.
No,
a little bit of that too.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it, right?
I'm a dumb dude, man. Come on.
Wow. And your music, I mean, I've checked out your SoundCloud. All the links as well to your stuff are in the description down below for everyone to check out. We got 60 people watching live already right now. That's quite an extensive catalog. I think you have like 100 songs almost on there. So for how long have you been producing the dance music, and there's some bluesy and jazzy stuff as well in there?
I've been heavily producing music since I got 17 is when I started, but what you're seeing here has been ongoing for probably 7, 8, 10 years.
Right.
And so I have SoundCloud, and then I have a lot of stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
But I produce so much. What really kind of drew me into house music is South American house. I love South American
Brazilian, yeah.
I've been on that kick for the past 5, 6 years. So a lot of music.
Peter has a Brazilian.
I play some Joey Negro remixes every now and then. So yeah.
So right now I'm trying to kind of sharpen that sword more that way. But if you get more into my catalog there or on Bandcamp, if you jump to YouTube, you'll see I do all kinds of stuff. I do hip hop, R&B tracks that I've had from the past. Just do a little bit of everything.
Nice.
So,
but you told us in the green room it's not paying like that. So well, welcome to crypto. That's always the thing that we all try to make work for us, I guess, so that we can probably spend more time or free up from the corporate hamster job wheel, that you can spend more time doing what you love, which I guess is doing music and producing. So I can definitely relate.
Yeah, for music with me, it's like I would make it whether I got paid or not. It's a part of who I am. And like most artists, they'll paint. Mine's is more or less in music. It's how I put together songs, sounds, pieces together, because I'm creating something from nothing 90% of that time. Before the house, many years back, I had a YouTube channel, and I did singer songwrite, and I started getting 60,000, 50,000 views, and I just shut it down. I was just like, I got to shut this down because I don't know. I want to be. I feel like with dance music, I don't necessarily have to be like that face in the stage. Like I don't want to be the idol. I didn't in my younger years, and so it kind of just allows me to create with a little more freedom. And I don't care
Yeah.
if I get paid or not. I don't care. I would do it. I would do it whether I wanted to or not.
Yeah.
I
I just
write.
can't find the
Yeah.
time. I'm making beats too, like the music from our intro is a song I made, for example. So there are bits that I'm trying to sprinkle in here, but I just don't have the time with the busy family and the job. And I guess that's why I'm in crypto. I'm trying to get out of the hamster wheel a little bit earlier than they want me to, and then
Not this cycle.
for maybe not this cycle.
Not this way.
not the spin of
So
the wheel.
Not this sacrifice.
let's transition. Let's get right to it. So the sacrifice is live. Here we are. We got $1 million
Oh,
and
over 700.
2,828
Why does it take forever?
different wallets so far.
2 months. What the fuck?
but Peter, what's 2 months on the way to 2 years?
Oh, true. Yeah, I mean,
And it may be a
until
little
it's
bit
deployed,
more.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It
there
may
you
be
go.
a bit
It's
more
just
than a
short
1
4
million.
years.
Because I think
Yes.
it's only tracking the Ethereum properly on the site so far. So it might be a little bit more, but if you count Binance Chain, there's one guy on Cardano I've seen. So it's not
Is
crazy
there a
popular
sec wallet on
yet.
Pulsechain?
No. There is
No.
something installed, but he specifically said you shouldn't. Some people
Well, you
did,
should
though.
bridge in your Ethereum and then sec, right?
Some people sent Hex, and he already said on his Twitter that was for nothing, so they won't
What,
get
one guy,
anything.
10 million hex,
Yeah.
threw it into
What?
the fireplace. Yeah. Nice.
Awesome.
Good job.
So what are your guys' thoughts on this? What do we know? Also to the chat, if you have any questions about the sacrifice, also if you're new finding us on the YouTubes, if you have any questions about any of this, we have unfortunately some expertise with this kind of stuff. So
DJ,
Yes.
I think the number speaks for itself. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
And I heard
okay,
that the website was some kind of copy of some bullshit.
Copy.
copy.
Like it was copied from like some other project or something like
Well,
that.
it's pretty much the last sacrifice, Pulse X.
Yeah, but
same thing.
But there was someone on Twitter like alleging that it's the same UI was in some different projects.
Oh, okay. No,
But
that
I
doesn't
think
make
those
sense.
projects were just making a copy of PulseX and Pulsechain Sacrifice. That's
Yes.
what I believe.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
yeah, but man, this is just blah.
Look, hey DJ, back in the 70s or early 80s, there used to be like these TV commercials from a company run by this guy Popale, and everything was, imagine the ease of using this type of item. 5 easy payments of $49.99, and you can have this piece of shit that will break after the first payment. So the one item that I remember was, and it's a needle that you like put into an egg, and you turn on the gadget, and it beats the egg inside the shell,
Right.
and then you extract the needle and you crack the egg, and it's already scrambled for you. And it's like, I felt when this went live, I felt that Richard had inserted the needle into my head and then scrambled everything inside and then extracted the needle. And I'm like, I think we joked about this 50 times on 50 different streams, like a running gag, that, oh, the wallet sack coming up, right?
Yeah.
Not the wallet sack, it's ProveX, which we can get into. But here it is. And it's kind of like I wanted a shake up. I don't know if I needed a scramble, but maybe I did too. Maybe there was all sorts of bad things in that noggin that I didn't need. How do you feel? How do you feel, Haikew?
Oh boy, Toby. Toby's another guy that influenced me. My thought on the SEC is when he first did it, I smoked my pipe for a little bit, and I kind of spent the whole weekend like, what is the angle behind? Because they're trying to figure out like why would you do that? But you guys know Bitcoin and Ethereum. You see those posts, and they're like, "Oh, J.P. Morgan bought 100 million of Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's price is just like this."
Yes.
And a lot of what's happening with that, like in China and a whole bunch of other different countries, is they're acquiring Bitcoin, but they're doing it OTC. So their purchases don't make the market go boom because they don't want to be subject to a whole bunch of slippage. They just want the actual price for what they pay for it. So I think it's good because if I was a guy and I had like $10 million right now and I wanted to get in Pulsechain, I really wouldn't want to buy at market because I'd be slipped. You know, like there's a lot of there's a lot of people out there.
Suicide.
Yes, it would be basically capital suicide. So ProveX, if it's like the decentralized place where there's no back doors, they can't freeze funds, and you can just get on there and get a majority of the market supply, then you can set the price of the cores. So in the long run, I think it's good because if Johnny Chaos, you put this funny video up and he has like the diamonds and he's like, there's one guy with one diamond. The problem with Pulsechain is we got a whole bucket full of freaking diamonds. So everybody's got all this Pulsechain, which has so much value, but they don't value it and they're willing to just give it away for less. Whereas if I can come in on ProveX and just be like, hey, I'll give you this for what you got. Thank you. And then now it's for sale, but it's 1 cent now. I can set the price if I own more of it and I want to get more of it. So I think it's good. In the short time, I think it's gonna hurt. It hurts. It hurts. It definitely hurt me because I was like, what is this? I can't stack again. I stack for Pulsechain. It's been years. I'm hurt. You know. So
I mean, he launched this on Tuesday night, and then immediately what happened? It was my time, 3 a.m. As usually, that's always when he launches stuff. Is deep in the night, and then immediately the price dropped on Pulse and Hex once people realized that they are not allowed in the SEC. So a bunch of people capitulated on that, and then the result of this is, I guess, what we see here, this for a Richard Hart project. I mean, $1 million is a lot of money, but for a Richard Hart project, you would expect more, which means the Pulsechain and Hex people are not yet fully buying into this. This may be all new people. And then he put out another explanatory tweet saying, this is not for you anyways, because you're already here. Let's try and reach other communities.
I don't think so.
For me, this makes sense so far.
It's all us, DJ. Don't lie to yourself. It's all us. Just be real, man. Okay. Nobody trusts that the price will go up after a sacrifice. How many times do you have to stick the fork into the electricity outlet? God damn it.
Oh.
Well, this, of course, we don't know. I'm just for now trying to make sense
the best
of
thing,
what is happening
DJ, is that at the last day, there will be hundreds of millions pouring in.
Yes.
I know for sure.
Yeah, yes.
Of course.
Hundreds and hundreds of millions.
We've seen that 3 times already. Yes. Probably from some
Peter.
tornado thing.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
So this is an OTC / escrow / on-ramp.
I don't think so, because there was something mentioned that, money should appear in your bank account. Okay, like how?
Well, okay.
Can you show me, like, on video, at least like one bank account and one browser extension where this works? Because I don't think it does.
Well, Peter, here's my philosophy. Peter calls things out before he thinks about them sometimes. And he doesn't know some of the things that we use in the US, like Zelle and PayPal. intimately, because there are these things that when PayPal was tiny in Silicon Valley, right? They started doing this completely unregulated behavior. They linked up bank accounts and they did test transactions into the bank accounts. They were able to accomplish a back and forth without any regulation. And until they were a billion-dollar company, nobody freaking did shit. They started using it.
Nobody gave a fuck about Richard until he collected 1 billion.
Well,
Exactly. 1 billion, that's the threshold. Okay?
Exactly. So no matter if in the back of your mind you're thinking, how could regulation ever overlook a possible way of laundering money, for example, without KYC and AML? The answer is, as a conduit between two parties that already are a KYC and AML at their institutions, it's possible that linkage could be made through the contract. And if not, then at least it could get very big adoption before the regulators said, hey, here's what you really need. So I think that's the play. I think it's run fast, right? Run fast and break things, right? The Silicon Valley adage, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. But it would be nice to see some proof from ProofX that at least something works. Just that.
Sure.
We know nothing. We know nothing really about is there a coin, is there no coin, how will it work, etc. It's just a sacrifice for now. But isn't that legalese thinking now the perfect way of having no expectations?
Of course.
Because he doesn't want to go through all of this shit again with the court and everything. So it's very clear also in the legal disclaimer. If you scroll all the way down at the bottom, let me just jump back to the site. Let's finish this off real quick. So at the bottom here you have the disclaimer, is this sharing, and then if you can read all of that, and then at the very bottom it says more stuff, right? So I suggest everybody who has questions should read this last article here, where it's very much about you really basically saying you're stupid if you give money to this. Basically,
reading disclaimer is a lost art. But you really should do it.
But it's important. But also then up here, so just for the people who are joining us new. Hold on. For the people who are joining us new, so how to get your sacrifice in if you are maybe from another chain is you click up here, these 3 buttons. That's all you can click. And then you select your cryptocurrency chain, your layer 1, where you're coming from, for example, Solana. And then you connect your wallet, it's probably Phantom that you're using. It creates a sacrifice address, and that is how very easy you can get your funds in. It works the same way on Base, on Arbitrum, Polygon. He lists a bunch of Cardano here, respectable layer 1s that you can use. And I think because it's so slow. For Richard Hart coin or project after day 1 is because we just need to talk to more people. We need to market this, promote this, get it out there. I think that's what's holding it back. And him now announcing that he wants to stream, I think, is a big part. So when he really comes out and streams, you will see these
and that could happen during our stream. We may have to be preempted for Richard streaming at any second. Do you think it's going to be a stream, or do you think it's going to be recording?
It's going to be recording. I
think so?
I don't think he wants to stream.
Recording?
Yeah, probably.
I'm hoping for an actual live, like in the old days, but we'll see.
Stream of a pre-recorded video.
Yeah, maybe that. Like a premiere. But back to the thing. So what do we know about it? I mean, we had the article by Talassa who are botched up with an AI in the intro. You can rewind to that. And then Christina Hype here, shout out, had, I think, a good summary of the things that we know. So she says ProveX the missing link of Pulsechain. That's how she interprets, because all we know is really what he has revealed in his tweet. He says there was always one thing missing: Hex we had as a store of value, Pulse as the gas token for cheap and easy transaction, Pulse X as a DEX, Inc for yield farming liquidity. But what it was lacking was a unifier, right? And ProveX is that unifier. So she says it's an OTC, as Haikew already mentioned. You know, the JP Morgans of the world, they buy behind everybody's back and then come out and said we bought. And then she goes, yes, carpetbaggers, exactly. And then she goes into a bit, this is too much for over my head, with mathematically equations, how it could all work. Loyalty, it could be like a loyalty coin, airline miles, something like that. We heard insurances in the intro, sovereignty, you know. It's very detailed here. So the manifesto closing, the chain of conviction, Pulsechain build the energy, ProveX gives it direction, and there is real world application here possible with this kind of stuff. Is there anything that you've picked up that we should maybe mention what ProveX is to you? Haikew.
ProveX.
Yes.
I mean, they pretty much covered everything I think that it will allow to do. Like, I'm wondering, everything that gets sacked into that pool, like all the ETH or Solana or whatever, that's going to be there. Is that going to be used then to buy on the OTC market? I don't know. One of the coolest things, I don't know, with Richard Hart, what he's doing, since he's not streaming and doing a whole bunch of stuff like to that measure, he really doesn't have his face and everybody asking him questions, and he can kind of just focus on creation of software and things. And we don't know. Like, we don't know what he's gonna do. Like, we didn't see Pump That Tires coming. That was a surprise. So he could have some stuff up his sleeve that, could do a myriad of different things. I will say, I know that everything he has created has been pretty much solid. Like, we haven't had like Luna, stuff break down, completely destroy backdoors.
Of course not.
Yeah. So
flawless uptime.
Flawless uptime.
Maybe some bug and burn here and there.
Yeah. Limit order.
Bug and burn.
The bug and burn fiasco.
Limit orders. Before I bring in Toby, there was one story here that I picked up from the PDI crew. He posted this earlier and said, Pulsechain, our speculation was correct. Some interesting things we found included that the domain for ProveX was already registered in 2002, updated 5 days ago. Name Park Tay 1, which reads backwards, now eat crap.
What?
2002.
2002. And he's speaking through us through the blockchain. And
Maybe
he's
that was
a young
owner?
Toby.
That was
Hey,
the original owner.
Toby.
Hey, Toby.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Haikew?
Hey.
Toby, I think you need some T-shirt.
Some what the hex shirt.
Oh, yeah, those things feel like they're made of cardboard. I can tell by looking at them.
What does it say on yours?
But
Chipotle?
it's okay because my body is cardboard as well.
It's like those 90s concert T-shirts,
Ooh,
It's fine. I washed
a lifetime.
These actually hold up in the wash. These are from the Pulsican-Store, right? Pulsican.
Yeah, I need to get
it.
He sent me something about he was going to send me one for free, and then it got lost in the shuffle. I'll have to reach back out to him. But yeah, I just I like swimming upstream. That's why. That's part of the reason I'm a Hexican. I don't go with the crowd. Got all you guys with your freaking what the hex T-shirts. It's like I'm rocking my Dave Chappelle T-shirt today.
And you're bathing and shaving regularly. It's
I
crazy
bathed. I did bathe today. Yeah, I wore this specifically. I mean, number one, I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan, but number two, on the back, which I'm not going to turn around to show you, it says kindness conspiracy. And I thought that would be kind of nice today with all
it's fitting.
the tension.
Other conspiracies,
Fitting.
yeah.
Very good.
Tension,
What do you think about Proof X, Toby? What does it mean to you? Yeah, turn off that light
Yeah, that
before
light,
we
dude,
go
just-
to the charts.
I don't know what's going on with that. I got to figure it out. Somebody tech savvy, help me out. Figure out how to like regulate the exposure of this camera on my laptop. Anyhow, ProVex. I mean, to me, it's like, man, I don't know. I feel like so many people are just so emotion driven, especially on socials. Like most of the people that I talk to that are not involved in socials, onboards of mine or people just in crypto in general that are kind of aware of what's going on, they're not freaking out. They're not freaking out at all. No. I mean, they might have a few questions or something, but they're not losing their minds like you see on socials. So it's that thing again, where it's like, I feel like the squeaky wheel, the vocal minority, if you will. I think that's what we get. Just, it's like a goose just getting force fed this crap on socials. So I feel like it gives an improper representation of what the vibe of Hexicans as a whole are. I can see how people are concerned. I can see how people are upset. I get all that. It's like, but if you zoom out and you think, hey, it's a 4-year cycle. It's like Papa. Every freaking time I talk to him, he asked me before the call ends, are we going to make it? And I'm like, Papa, it's freaking November, bro. It's like Bitcoin hasn't topped yet, and I mean, this is going on for years. I'm like, dude, it's not even 25 yet. What are you asking me for? Of course we're going to make it. It's like, let's wait until 25. Let's see what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin runs first, then Ethereum runs, then alts do their thing. It's not different this time. Maybe the cycle's extended a little bit, with the ETFs and the other players in the market. So, sure, maybe it's skewed a bit, but I think Bitcoin has not topped. Do I think it's going to 250K? I don't know. Maybe. My target's more around 200,000. I think that might get front run. Maybe we top out at 180, and then Bitcoin shot its shot. Then Ethereum, I still think Ethereum could go 10,000 plus. And then after that, I think alts are going to run, and we're going to be a leader of the pack in the alt field. As far as back to your original question, DJ, I think ProveX is just more of the same. Like Richard, if you look back through history and just take your emotional filter off, just get rid of your emotional brain and just use the left side of your brain is the logic side, right side's emotions, right? Just use the left side of your brain, turn the other side off. If you look,
Peter's going to collapse if that happens.
What he's been doing always is he is trying to get mind share, whether it was the outrage marketing, whether it was the big sacrifices for Pulse and PulseX, whether it was the marketing of 10,000. This coin is designed to do 10,000x when he did the Hex thing, and it was very scam-like marketing to get eyeballs. Now with the ProveX thing, he's reaching beyond our little bubble to get more people interested in a tool that could really be, transformational in the way people transact. So I think all of it is kind of, I mean, I see the through line. I don't know why other people don't see it, but I see the through line. It's ultimately, what do you think is best? If you were Richard, what do you think is best? That this thing becomes self-sustaining, that there is enough of participation in his network, in Hex as a store of value, in PulseX as a DEX, as Pulse as a chain.
Yes.
ProveX is, the multitude of things it can do. What's the better scenario? There's enough users doing this stuff that everything kind of rises and starts to stabilize, and we get some, we get some stability long term, or everything's in the shitter and we're all on pins and needles waiting for the sack bag to rotate back in to pump it artificially, kind of, right? I think if I was him, I would be doing what he's doing, which is doing everything he knows how to do. Inspire us to do more, inspire us to get out there and onboard, inspire us to educate, inspire us to go out there and volunteer time like the people out in California doing the tablets. It's like, God bless those people. That is not easy work. And Shlomos like us that are out here, grinding on socials and, trying to onboard people in real life and talk about this stuff still. It's not easy, but this is how you get mind share. Look at Bitcoin. Look at the Bitcoin bros and look at how crazy they seemed early on the Bitcoin maxis.
It's Schlub.
I'm not
Shlomo's
a
a
Schlemmo.
name. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Shlomo's my
call me
cousin,
Shlomo.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that'll be
Schlub,
my alt
Schlub.
handle.
I wanted to
It's
ask.
Yiddish.
I wanted to
Schlub,
ask
Schlub.
Peter on this because on your Slovakian show on the Sunday, you discussed a lot about how it technically could work. And you were talking about a like a widget website thing. Like, is that? Do you think it will be like, you know, you buy something on eBay and then it comes to the payment and then you have a
Well-
pop up with your PayPal? It's kind of
Who
like
the
that.
fuck knows? Richard talked something about Explorer extension. I
Yes,
mean,
Explorer
it would
extension.
make sense because that gives me hope that there will be some wallet that will work with Pulsechain,
Mhm.
at least something like that. And it will have some functionality to, I don't know, on ramp with fiat or off ramp. That would be nice. But technically, I don't. I have no clue.
What kind of fiat do they use in Slovakia?
Euros, motherfucker.
Unsupported. Unsupported.
You, as a certain kind of ethnicity, should know.
Unsupported. Shut up.
Damn. But here's my concern troll moment, because when I'm comparing this with a website add-on and a you know, extension widget, whatever, to get PayPal to where it is today, being like a global payment system like MasterCard, that takes some serious adoption. So I'm always thinking, how, even if the idea is great, how can we pull it off? You know, that
Yeah,
is
well,
like-
I mean, I think
that's what I can't figure, the marketing side of it.
I think he fully understands that the best marketing is green candles, because that's when you're getting talked about on
Yes.
all. And then ultimately,
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be the only guy helping create green candles. He would like his marketing efforts, whether it's tablets or just the cycle, doing what the cycle does, which is, you know, as ETH goes up, we're going to get pulled up with it. It's like, you know, I think all of that
ETH
stuff
goes up.
is going to be, you know, instrumental in getting those green candles. We're after doing, hey, the floor is lava thing again. People start foaming in, learning more, and then they see that there's something more there than just, oh, it's what? It's a coin that I can stake and earn more of the coin. This time around, it's a whole ecosystem. It's like, oh, you got your pump.tires stuff or the meme bros. You've got your own DEX. You've got this ProveX thing, which is like reaching beyond the walls of crypto and centralized exchanges and all of it. And then it's like a full-fledged, it's almost like a full stack, right? It's like people can come in and be like, holy shit, there's all kinds of stuff here to participate in. And you have it out, you have it all. Because ultimately it's like, yeah, I want to make money on these things, but then where do you store your value? That's been my argument all along. I always thought eventually Hex would stabilize. It wouldn't be crazy volatile, and it would stabilize. Maybe it's $1, maybe it's 50 cents, maybe it's $5. I don't know.
Maybe
But
half a cent.
then, just like the Fed with the OA staking behavior, he pulls the lever to increase or decrease the interest rate, and then it becomes an attractive store of value. So then you have it at 10, 12, 15%, and people are like, hey, man, I can cash out and I can get all this tax break. I can be stuck in fiat that's going to ultimately be subject to inflation indefinitely. Or maybe I keep it in the system and I'm earning 10 or 15% more a year. Maybe I'm going to lock this chunk up. And you're taking that off the market, and the whole T-shirt thing, the balance between liquid and non-liquid stakers, or liquid and stakers, balances out, and the system works as designed. This doesn't happen overnight. And we're growing. I mean, look at how many new faces are in the community all the time. You know, paid or not,
It's just me with a new skin.
There are a lot of.
Tell me where I can buy new skin.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, we can pontificate and navel gaze and put it off as long as we can, but the inevitable chart stuff has to be coming out from Toby Wan.
Yeah, we can do that. But one second.
I don't envy you your job, but we have to get.
Yeah, I'll take a look, but and we'll experience it together. I will cry with you
yes, we
if
will.
necessary, because I've really not looked at them at all since last
I've
week.
got some sedatives right here.
Haikew had a
point. Yeah,
had a point. You guys, let's not be. And I
Don't
wanted
forget we
to
have a
know
guest.
if you concur
Sorry, Haikew.
with what just Toby earlier said about Bitcoin, and because you're putting out videos where you TA Bitcoin on your Twitter, do you concur with him that it's an extended cycle where we are?
I
mean,
at the moment.
I've had a change of heart, yeah, because initially it looked like a top, and you take it off log and the chart, it's like, what the heck, like you side by side, but I kind of have a Forex type background deal where I kind of look at stuff, I don't really think what I do now is more TA. It's more of like momentum, trying, I can kind of get an idea how fast we're moving, and I have some tools that help me do that. But to Toby's point, yeah, it looks like structure. Like when I look at the past few cycles, you just see this like a big loop up and then dies and a loop up. What I'm seeing now is more of like a up structure, and when I see stuff like that, that tells me that's institutionalized or that's institutional control. So
Right.
yeah, let me put my glasses on. So I'll look over here. Here we go. All right. So yeah, so from what you're seeing there, I basically run momentum factors. And at first I'm thinking it looks like we're about to crash over and Bitcoin's going to just, crash lower, which we did.
It kind of did today to
alternatively,
98K.
Right
Yes.
now,
Right
right now
now.
we're at 98. But then the other thing you start seeing all the stuff about all this money getting hidden away. So if that money comes in, January, it's going to make previous cycles look like garbage. It's, whether we're going up to 180, like Toby said, I could, because that line between the MACD, the 5 and the 20 could easily just turn around, loop under, and then just push right back up. And
Right.
whenever it crosses in that momentum field, those moves are very explosive. Like if you look at 2023 and 2024, like right in there,
Yeah.
we went from 20,000, 15,000, all the way up to, I think, the top 126.
Yes.
So
Huge
yeah,
run.
I'm with Toby on that. I think it could possibly push into this extended cycle and
Yeah.
just be something totally different. Because honestly,
But you don't think it's over? So you're
no,
saying money printer goes brr, and
I,
the feds need to start.
I'm saying money printer, Chinese printer, Saudi printer. I mean, rich Philippines
Slovakian,
printer, OTC.
Slovakian
The
sheep's
OTC
milk
printer's been printing the whole
printer.
time. Yeah, it's been printing the whole time. So I think it's just wearing everybody else out because they're
Yeah.
so used to that previous cycle up down.
But that's always the
I
manip,
agree.
because every cycle top in the last 3 ones has been different. And I believe what we saw today with the drop to 98 was just a shakeout of all these leveraged longs, and because people thought the dip is over and everybody went long like crazy, and now they pull the rug again, and until there is no more, and then eventually, if we are positive thinking, eventually it might blow to a higher
I
heights.
think anyone with massive leverage right now messing with Bitcoin is kind of dumb because like the evil people can see you, they can see
Yes.
your stops, and
Yes.
they're hitting them. They are hitting them targeted.
Oh yes.
So that
And
game
in
is
crypto,
done.
it's totally fine to do insider trading. There is no,
Yeah.
it's still the Wild West here.
It reminds me of the Simpsons meme. It's like, candy. Candy, like on all the stops, they're just gobbling them up, man. It's like...
All right, let's get to a segment that we call Damn.
Still makes me laugh every time. All right, so kicking off with the big daddy of them all, Bitcoin. We've been in this giant white ascending channel. You can see here where we hit it back in December of 17 when we got the all-time high around 20K, chopped along and got our double tops here back in 21. And then right here, we topped again right around December after the election, then again around the inauguration. Did not get continued up action there, got a bit of a pullback, but we did finally break above the white channel and sustained above it. This is I'm on a weekly chart right now. So we sustained above it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. We had a little dipsy doozle there in the middle, a little bear trap, got back above it, which was really bullish. And then we've worked our way down, came back for another higher high with a bull trap this time. And then we've had a big correction down. We found this little yellow ascending channel within the broader white channel that we've been watching for a while. Obviously, we've broken down over the last couple of weeks on that with what's been going on in the broader markets. Found pretty much support on the 55 EMA on the weekly. If you go back to the 3-day, you can see here that we're actually below the 100 EMA now and below the shorter time frame EMAs, the 21, the 55, and even the simple 10. So right now we're kind of in no man's land. If we do a full measured move of this yellow channel, typically it moves the height of the channel. That's for Bitfinesse out there that hates when I say height. The full measured move down would get us down to about the midline of the big white channel. I don't know that we're going to continue down that low, but if we do, that's right around where the 200 EMA is, which puts us around 88K. A lot of support in that area, lots of price action here. You can do volume stuff, so you can kind of see where a lot of the price action has been, but that's a little beyond the scope of this segment. But yeah, right now I see, just more sideways action. This is on the 3-day. Hopefully we can kind of get some stabilization here and some structure, and then this turns into a little bear trap of its own, and we can get our way back up. Ideally, we want to break that white channel again. I'm thinking Q4, we're not done with it yet. I mean, we're in it, but we're not out of it. And I like looking back at the 2017 run up. That makes more sense to me of maybe what we're in currently. And I had a bars pattern and I lost it. But basically, if you take the bars pattern of around the same time frame, about mid-November in 2017, before the big blow off top in December, and you lay that in, it actually takes us up to about $250,000 Bitcoin. So, and it shows almost identically like this big drawdown, like what is this, like 20 some odd percent, like from here to here. Yeah, about 17, 18%. On that one, it was about a 20, 25% pullback in mid-November, and then it went. So I think we might be working that out now. As Haikew pointed out earlier, there's a lot of institutional influence now. So that's going to kind of smooth some of these things out, and the structures are going to look a little different. But personally, I don't think Bitcoin has shot its shot. Moving along, I'd say we jump over to Ethereum next. Ethereum, we've been in a big sideways channel. This one's not responding. Let me refresh. So Ethereum's also in a parallel channel. It's a bit of a descending channel since, back in, and I'm on the daily, or I'm on the 3-day on that. So this is back during the 21 double tops. So shortly after Bitcoin topped in April, we topped on Ethereum in May, and then we had our double top in November right alongside. Bitcoin had a nice big pullback, found a bottom, worked away along the midline. Similarly to Bitcoin, we had the run up in December right after the election, which was really bullish, and then a big pullback, nice buying opportunities, which we were calling all the way along the way. Had a nice bull flag here that played out, got us above, and we sustained above for quite a long time in Ethereum. Ethereum was looking much more bullish than Bitcoin for quite a while. We've now finally dipped down. We had this white channel that was kind of ascending out of the broader orange channel. The full measured move of that was met almost to the tick, got us down to around $3,000 Ethereum, bounced back up, kind of had a bit of an indecision 3-day candle right at the 100 EMA, and now we're working our way down again. I would look for that $3,080 range to be support again. If we broke down from there, then we'd have to like reevaluate a bit. But it seems like Ethereum's holding up quite nicely. But I see us forming some structure here, getting some strength, and trying to make another run at this orange top line, which would be around 38.76 is what we want to break. And if we break that, the full measured move of that channel gets us up to around $14,000 Ethereum, which is still my call for this cycle. Now, as far as how quick we get there, I can't tell you. But the first step, we got to get and sustain above the $3,900 range. Maybe pop up a little bit, retest, and then go. That's typically a good sign. Confirmation, as you'll hear traders say, look for confirmation. Moving right along, we'll go to HEX, the baby boy of the family, the firstborn, Richard's beloved, HEX, as we call it now. As you can see here, we also have our white channel, and this goes all the way back. And this is actually a little more pertinent now that we have another SAC on the table, right? If you look way back here, the bottom of this cycle was formed right around the time of the Pulse SAC. Right. So there was talk of the Pulse SAC and the Pulsechain idea all the way back in March. So you can see just speculation about all that stuff. We had substantial gains in the HEX price from March up until June of around a 6x. Right. So we didn't get that. We didn't get that slow bleed of like, hey, I'm thinking of doing a thing, getting people hyped. It's like he talked about it, and like within a week or less, he went ahead and launched the sacrifice. So we didn't get this little pre-pump, but right in here is where we started to form the bottom of this channel. And then right here, I believe it was in June, July is when we had the Pulse sacrifice. And that is when we got that run up to 21 cents right in the beginning of that Pulse sacrifice. And then we had another run to all-time high from there. So that's what I would be looking at now. I mean, this is very much muted compared to what I think we can do now, because we've got that sack bag just kind of hanging over everyone as like a potential to pump everything. So I think that that's going to create some FOMO as more people get interested. But basically, you're looking from the Pulse sack to the all-time high was another 4x from there, and that only took about a month and a half. So it could be as quick as 6 months or long as 6 months. It could be as short as 6 weeks is what I'm thinking that we should start to see some movement. That falls right in line with what I'm expecting with Q4 being the run for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if we get that run in December, maybe into early January for Bitcoin, and Ethereum is right on its heels, then you're talking, 6 weeks out, right? Now, depending on how much adoption gets created from ProveX and the tablets, and maybe some infusions of that SAC capital to get people salivating over big green candles, it could take a little longer. And I would imagine way more than, what was this full run? The full run from March when he first started talking about it up to here was a 57x. So, I think we're looking at those kind of numbers conservatively, in my opinion, as things really cook.
Well, he tweeted season's greetings, right? So that might still be a Santa Claus.
Might be a reference.
Might be on the table. And you want to
say seasonings.
And you want to say hi to mom and dad real quick too.
Hey, mom and dad, and Sonia,
I'm
the
on
caregiver
the
that's there with me today. Hi guys. Dad's awake. That's good.
Watching.
Mom left
They're
the room.
Watching.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Fans of the show. So, let's go.
Fans of the show. And they're both Hexicans. I think maybe the oldest Hexicans out there. Dad's 87, probably, mom's 86. So they're waiting like the rest of us.
I was thinking, is Hex 19 still around? Is he still?
He is. Yeah.
He's still around. He might have him beat. Okay, so moving right along to the new improved Hex, as some people like to call it, the copy on Pulsechain.
Yeah, it's doing really well, the new one.
It's not doing terrible, quite frankly. I mean, because we've been looking at this giant flag. We called it forever. We know that it's not a bull flag because the flag typically cannot be longer than the pole. But, we've been in this channel since July, right? So, I mean, we did break below it, wick down, almost made the full measured move of a breakdown out of that. We're on the 3-day on this. And we're halfway back up. We got about 3.5, 4 hours until the daily close. So I think it would be really bullish if we could get back in this channel. So if we get to around 0055, I think that would be a big indication that the shakeout is kind of over and people are calming the fuck down. Pardon my language, Mom. And that we can get back into this channel and start to march our way higher. Moving over to Pulse. This one was a little concerning because we had this giant orange channel from the launch of Pulsechain, right? So we can see the all-time high here, which was around 2.8 times SAC, big dump, hit the top, chopped around in the middle, came back down here, made the low at around quadruple 0.16. And then we had this nice sine wave formation kind of chopping our way toward the top of the channel, which is ultimately where we want to get, right? We want to get up here and break out and see what kind of moves we can make. But with the recent news, we broke the yellow channel that we were forming so nicely. The full measured move of that, curiously, takes us down to a new all-time low. I don't think anybody wants to see that right now. You can see from this previous dip back in June, we're finding some support right at those same levels. Right? So this feels promising to me that we're finding some stability and should start to curve our way back up and resume the march toward the top of this channel. If you look at, did I keep it in here? Maybe I didn't. No, I did not. Okay, so if we look at the breakout potential on this, as we've been saying forever, it just kind of depends on when we finally get to the top of the orange channel. Let's say, as I've been saying throughout this analysis, that we don't really make our run until January, February, or maybe we run alongside Ethereum. Maybe something happens sooner. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. But let's say our breakout happens sometime mid-January. The full measured move of that takes us up around 6.5, 7 times SAC. Obviously, it's a blue sky breakout from there because we don't have any history beyond 2.8 times SAC. So I think that would be a good start. And then you can start doing fib extensions and other things to try to get some idea of where we could go with this. But I think that would be a nice start and would calm a lot of people's concerns. And the FOMO would really kick in. We get above 2.8 times SAC, Katie bar the door, things are going to get wild. Moving over to PulseX. PulseX took a pretty big hit as well, very similar to the Pulse chart. So we had the same deal, all-time high here, which was only about 1.4 times SAC, found a bottom, peaked again, chopped around the midline, rejected. Nice sine wave pattern, insane pattern, sine wave pattern, trying to work our way up to the top of this orange channel to hopefully get our breakout. And because of the recent news, we've got some dumpage going on. If the measured move of this plays out, it literally takes us to not below the previous all-time high, but directly to it. So that was a little disconcerting to me because I'm always looking for confluence. I don't like that confluence. I don't like the idea of retouching the all-time lows, but it's a possibility. Right now, we wicked just north of the midline of the orange channel, so that is good. And we're also finding support right here at this first bottom touch of the yellow channel. So I think that that's a good starting point to start to turn this shit around and get back into this yellow channel and start marching toward the
Good
top
buying
of the
opportunity,
orange.
though, right?
Yeah, again, apologies, Mom. She knows me.
I thought good buying opportunity for whoever
Stop saying
managed
that,
to catch that wick.
I think so.
I bought Hex. I bought Hex for the first time in so very long. I just saw the blood. I tried to call Toby. He didn't answer. So I just had to put in a little bit of a little taste at the lows.
Like
Hexo did. Remember when Hexo did that at
yes,
at the big
at
payday?
The big payday, yeah.
I felt that was my moment
Your
to get a
Hexo
really
moment.
good deal. It was like 42% discount on PX, and I'm just like, can't resist.
Hexander has a question here. Yeah. Is that a potential fully measured cryfag move?
That's fully.
I think it is.
Fully measured. Fully measured. So now to the upside.
No bags.
Which would be, I don't know, the moon fags, I guess. The moon fag target would get us up to around 5 times. Around 5 times stack. So very similarly to the pulse chart we looked at previously. If we get above 1.8 times SAC on, or 1.4 times SAC on pulse sacks, anything above that's blue sky breakout because we don't have any previous structure to look at. So we can start looking at, fib extensions and what have you. But the target of the measured move of the broader structure of this orange descending parallel channel gets us up to around 5 times SAC. So a great stepping stone, in my opinion, for things to really start going parabolic and start getting some hockey stick moves. Again, not financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just looking at, I just get my crayons out and draw on a chart. It's fun for me. So moving along to ink. Another one, actually, these are all kind of making me feel less scared than I was thinking I might feel looking at these. Same deal, dude. We've been in the same structure and we're still in that structure. So we broke down below the yellow ascending channel way back here initially in the beginning of October. So, and then we started finding this white descending channel. We got a nice break above it, made the full measured move up to about $1.40. Got back into the channel. We're chopping along. And then right here, this is a 3-day candle. So that pretty much encompasses all of the FUD and all of the panic associated with the ProveX SAC being released. And we got this giant wick up, which was kind of wild because everything else was crashing and ink hit $1.37. So I was curious, why wouldn't you just sell everything if it's all doomed, right? And then we got this big dip down, and I wish I'd snagged some, quite frankly, at 74 cents because I don't see us going much lower than that. So that was a big panic wick. But the interesting part about wicks is that usually it's kind of like dipping your toe in the water. You're kind of testing where you might want to go. So since we got this big wick down and this big wick up, it's a little confusing. Like, do we go down and test that 76-cent range again?Maybe. Do we go back up to that $1.43,
Let's
47
look at the
cent
chart
range again?
and
Maybe.
see how many times that happened. There was 1 week that was not retested back in April.
Yeah, there's a wick here in April and end of March.
But most of
we
them
didn't go
were.
all the way back down to yeah. Typically, when you see a big wick, they do get filled shortly thereafter. So, but which one, Peter? Because we got both. We got it going both ways. It's non-binary, bro. So just speak your language.
Very,
all right.
sad.
And then we already looked at Ethereum, so that's it. We're out. Hodl and pray.
That's it?
That's it. We did Ethereum already, so yeah, we're good.
Yes.
Wow.
We're winning.
Thank you, Toby.
Knocked it out. My new espresso machine is helping me get through these quicker.
Espresso.
Quite a dainty little cup you have there. Did you
Thank
put
you.
your
I got that
pinky
in
out?
Bali. Indonesia 20 years ago, and somehow I haven't broken it yet.
Nice. All right. So chat, thanks for tagging along, everybody. Haikew, do you have any last words? We're literally at the end of our show. It went by so quick, but thank you again for joining us. It really means a lot, and we really appreciate your music. Please, more of that. More music. I'm checking out your house music stuff, but do more fun little videos because that's really
songs.
That's what goes viral in the community. So, and you have a touch for that.
A
All
finger
right,
touch.
I'll bring him out. I get another idea. I'll think about it.
That's
Cool.
awesome. Tell the people, where can they find you if they want to know more about you and all the stuff that you've got going on. What is the best way to get in touch?
Right now, X is the best way.
Okay.
At Haikew 33, and then also on YouTube as well. If you Google me on YouTube, I'm on YouTube is Haikew. But predominantly, I'm on X. It's just like the lifeblood of social media. If you want to find me there,
It is. Yeah.
SoundCloud as well. If you want to see some music I've done, there's more music on YouTube.
Okay.
I got a playlist called SoundCloud has a cap because they won't let you put so many songs out. So like sticking it to the man on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, glad to
And
be
some
here.
spiritual hip hop
Yes.
as well, right?
Yes.
Can I ask, from which part of the States are you from? You don't need to dox yourself totally, but
I'm
is
gonna dox
it
myself.
more
No,
down
don't say
south
it.
or
I'm in the Midwest.
Midwest? Okay.
Yeah, Midwest.
Yeah,
Midwest. That's why I got the cowboy hat.
exactly.
Nice.
Gotta go with the
People,
flow.
stop doxing yourself.
I wore my Maple Street hat just to countrify it a little bit today. So,
There you
That's
go.
awesome.
Yep. Emphasis on the cunt.
That's
oh wow,
that's all the
always
time.
kind.
That's all the time we have, you guys. So I have just to piss off Peter. I have a special 4-minute outro today, because we might be on the brink of Richard Hart after 3-4 years of a hiatus, returning back to live streaming. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Crazier things have happened, but this is very exciting for all of us. So we get a special outro for that. We have 200 people watching live right now. Please
What
smash the
the
likes,
heck?
follow up,
Nice.
follow at Haikew33 on the X. Links are down in the description. And we see you guys on the next one. Shout out and get that sack in.
Oh my.
Jeez Louise.
Come on. Oh yeah. Well, I tried to tell you so. Yes, I did. But I guess you didn't know. As the saddest story goes, baby, now I got the flow. 'Cause I knew it from the start. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again and show you that I win. You lied to me. All those times I said that I loved you, you lied to me. Yes, I tried, yes, I tried. You lied to me. Even though you knew I'd die for you, you lied to me. Yes, I cried, yes, I cried. Return of the man. There it is. Return of the man. Come on. Return of the man. Oh my God. You know that I'll be back. Here I am. Return of the man. Once again. Return of the man. Top of the world. Return of the man. Watch my flow. You know that I'll be back. Here I go. So I'm back up in the game. Running things to keep my swings. Letting all the people know that I'm back to run the show. 'Cause what you did, you know was wrong, and all the nasty things you've done. So baby, listen carefully while I sing my comeback song. You lied to me, 'cause she said she'd never turn on me. You lied to me, but you did, you lied to me. All this pain you said I'd never feel, you lied to me. But I do, do. Return of the man. There it is. Return of the man. Hold on. Return of the man. Don't you know? You know that I'll be back. Here I go. Return of the man. Oh little girl. Return of the man. Once my pearl. Return of the man. Up and down. You know that I'll be back. Round and round. she said she never turned on me. You lied to me. But you did, but you did. You lied to me. All this pain you said I'd never feel. You lied to me. But I do, do. Return of the man. It is. Return of the man. Come on. Return of the man. Oh my God. You know that I'll be back. Here I am. Return of the man. Once again.